Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel Wontom Beast. It's me Farham Mubashir, and today we'll be showing you how you can write on your files using Python. So basically we're talking about the files that you have on your computer, also how you can create files and write in them using Python, also how you can add data or more additional data to the file that you already have. Alright, so let's get started with this. So over here in my screen, if you see, I have a tiger.txt file. I'm just gonna remove this code, and let's say we have this line of data in our tiger.txt file. So if you have seen our last tutorial on how to read files on Python, then you might know that this tiger file that we have should be situated where our YouTube file is. For instance, over here we have the YouTube file and we have the tiger file. So if you want to open this tiger.txt file in your Python Python program and then edit this file, then you gotta have this tiger file in the same path location where your YouTube program is saved. Nonetheless, I will also show you how to write on files that are not in the path location of your your Python program. Alright, so let's get started. So how are we gonna do this? It's just simple. And before I move on, if you guys didn't see the video on how to read files on Python, I would suggest you guys to click the first link in the description box below, because that tutorial is necessary to learn how to write files in the first place. So we'll not go into that much of a very big explanation on what we will do today, but just a common way of explaining it as we will go through this code. So first of all, we're going to type in open, which means we're going to open a file. Alright, so you can see that open file mode, buffering, encoding errors and bulletins. You can see it inside this open and close brackets. Alright, you can see it inside this open and close parentheses. And then what we're going to do, we're going to give an open and close quotation marks. Alright, now we're gonna type in the file we want to open. Alright, like we want to open the tiger file over here that we have, and then we want to write in this tiger file. Alright, so I'm just gonna type in tiger dot. You can see that my Python is clever enough to understand that in the file code that we have tiger.txt, so it's gonna use that tiger.txt one. Alright, so we have written tiger.txt inside of a string, and then it's gonna give a comma, and it's gonna give a space, and we're gonna write W. So if you have seen our last tutorial on how to read files, you'll actually understand that W stands for write, R stands for read, R plus stands for read and write both, and A stands for append. I think it would be better to show you guys with append first of all. Well, append means that you can add a particular data to your file without deleting the data you had. So we're just gonna give a variable to this code, to this open statement code, or whatever you say. Let's say tiger breeds, because over here in our code we have breeds, 5 breeds of there are breeds of tiger names. Alright, or whatever is it. So let's go on and just type in print. Alright, the next line, and over here of course we want to print out the data we have. Like over here, what we want to do is, first of all, we want to print out that additional data that we're going to be inputting into this print statement into our tiger file. Alright, So in a sense, we're going to execute like the Python program is going to execute this print, like that code that we're giving inside this print inside of our tiger file. Alright, but to do this we need to type in tiger-breeds dot write, because actually we're writing down more data into our tiger.txt file, right? So I'm just gonna give an open and close parentheses and an open and close quotation marks, and inside these quotation marks I'll be writing down the additional data that I want to input. So let's say the data that I want to input is Russian tiger's name, like this is a breed of tiger, right? So it's a Russian tiger, it's a breed. And after I have written that, like, this Russian tiger will get executed, alright, it's going to get executed into the next line of this file that we have. Alright, but before we click on the run button, we have to understand that after you have opened up a file, you also have to close a file. So always remember to close a file after you have opened it. So tiger-breeds dot close and open and close parentheses. So this is how you're gonna open it. First you're gonna open this file, and then you're gonna close this file, and in between there will be the source code that will run the program. So let's run this thing out. In the console you're gonna see you got a value of 13, right? Well, don't actually worry about this thing, because if you have a version of Python 3.8 you'll obviously not get this particular code. It's only available for Python 3.9. So let's see what happens in our tiger.txt file. Over here in our tiger.txt file you can see that we have got this Russian tiger inputted into our function, right? So you see that benefit we got. Now let's say what we're gonna do is, if we want to check that did it actually got executed or not, we're just gonna go into our tiger file over here, and you're gonna see that you're gonna see the Russian tiger got executed. Now look, basically if we just run this code once again, writing new data or writing data into a Python code can be sometimes hazardous, and this can actually cause problems into your Python, into your files. Alright, so if we just run this code once again, and we're just gonna come up to our tiger file once again, you're gonna see that we have this code again in the same line, right? But for me, I don't want this code to be in the same line. I want this data to be in the next line. So this can be a problem if we just run this code again. So to move this to the next line, we're just gonna simply just give out this function known as the /n Russian tiger. Now let's run this code. You're gonna see Russian tiger gets inputted over here in the next line below. We're just gonna remove this. Before I remove this code, just gonna show you some proofs that it actually gets executed. Just going to just gonna close it, and then again just going to open it. You see Russian tiger, Russian tiger, Russian tiger, just like we inputted over here. It gets input over here. Like we give this source code, it's getting input over here, and it also gets inputted over here, right? Let's say I just want to remove this code from here, and I just want to run it once again, and I'm just gonna open this tiger file. Alright, you see I have 3 Russian tigers over here at this moment. Alright, let's say I just remove this code from here, and I just want to cut this out, and you see that Russian tiger also moves away. So this is the benefit we can actually get by using append function and to write a file in Python. So let's say now we want to write, not append, or write, like we want to write a new file in Python. Alright, so, or write a new file in Python, or you can say write in the exist file that we had. But we actually don't use that write file mostly, because what happens is that over here, what will this write function do is that it's gonna cut out all the code that we have inside of our tiger.txt file, and it's gonna print out Russian tiger. Let me give you a demonstration. Let me just run this code and give you a demonstration. You see only Russian tiger is there, which means that this function totally clears out all the data inside of your tiger.txt file, and it inputs the data that you have given over here, which is not really a good thing to do when you have a permanent file saved. So what is the beneficial way of using this write function? I'm just gonna input this thing once again just to have it there. So how do we use this? Well, using this program, we can even create a new file in our computer, and we can get this simple thing get written in that new file. So let's say I'm gonna give a new file name by lion.txt. alright, and I'm gonna give here a write function, and there will be write over here, and I'm just gonna say African lion. Alright, and just to make it understandable for you guys, I'm just gonna clear this out, and I'm gonna write lion breeds over here as well. I'm just gonna give out lion breeds, and also I'm just gonna just to make you guys understand, or if you don't have to also remove these codes, there is no problem. So let's run this code now. You'll just see a magic over here. Alright, look, don't give any bell to this thing. I'm again seeing you. Just don't care about it. So over here you can see we have got a file of lion.txt, right? Let me just click on this file, and you can see African lion gets inputted over here. Now let's check where is our lion text file in our directory in our computer. You see lion file gets inputted over here. If you open it, there is African lion. Let's say I want to append in this file, so let me just write append. I'm gonna write I'm gonna say next line, and I'm gonna say, let's say white lion. Alright, let me just run it, and then let me just check it once again. Let me just cross it out. Let's check it once again. White lion gets appended over here. It's simple as that. So guys, that's all from me today, and that's how you read, that's how you write and add new data to your present files using Python. I hope this tutorial was beneficial, and I hope you guys liked it. Nonetheless, don't forget to subscribe to our channels and like this video if you truly liked it. Also, if you have any questions, I do prefer you to let me know in the comment section down below. Also, my email will be down in the description box below. You can also email me. You can also DM me on my social media sites if you have any questions. Also, don't forget to follow the NGO that we have in our description box below. They are really great. We need to help people, and NGOs are there to help them. And I would say go out them. Their social media sites will be out there in the description box below. Go out there and follow them out. They are a great NGO, guys. Do support them. It's my personal request to every single one of you out there. Nonetheless, also we have more Python tutorials in our description box below. See them. Also, if you didn't see the how to write read files in Python, please don't see this tutorial if you first didn't see that read file tutorial, because that read file tutorial is explaining more details, and it's better for you guys if you understand that, if you see that and understand it much better. Alright, so that's all from me today, guys. It's me from Taha, taking your leave.